Welcome to Charts Chatter with Chatur Charts, the 21st June 2022 edition. And what a stellar, terrific Tuesday it has been, with Nifty scaling 288 points and Bank Nifty scaling about 500 points. Of course, after losing about 300 from the day's high, nevertheless, an enjoyable moment for the bulls. So, is it that the market has bottomed out, or is there still more correction that's possible? Is what we need to kind of find out. So nothing's changed really on the ground with the the rate hikes or the inflation or the crude oil prices or the bond yields. So, but buying keeps happening at every level. So it's understandable that some hectic buying took place today. So I think it's time for us to kind of revisit the charts and take a hard look and find out as to what the charts foretell. If you recall, on 13th of June 2022, I had presented the triple combo wave pattern for Nifty and Bank Nifty. It kind of clearly was showing a WXY XZ pattern in place with almost about 80% completion stages. And we were in the last wave Z and somewhere in the wave 4 of wave C. So it's time that after a week now that we take stock of where we are with that pattern. As a sequel to the 13th June 2022 video, I had also presented an update on the 15th of June 2022 and kind of projected a correction that could happen as part of wave 3. And that indeed happened on expiry day on 16th of June, where Nifty and Bank Nifty fell to their new lows, or a 52-week lows, in fact. So thereafter, we saw 2 days of hibernation, a small doji appearing on both the charts, and Nifty today scaling a mighty 288 points. So this gives rise to questions as to whether the market has bottomed out. So let's quickly go to the charts and find out where we are with respect to the indices. So here is a Nifty chart that we had presented and discussed 2 weeks, a week ago. And this is the triple combo wave, which is still intact. And we are probably in the 70-80% stage. So after testing a low of 15,183, so Nifty has scaled back to test in the 15,700 zone today. So about 500 to 600 point rise from the lows that it made. So what led us to believe was that this is a possible correction that is likely to happen further. Now, why it is that case is what I want to kind of go through. So if you notice, as part of the Z wave, this is the ABC correction wave, and this we are in the last lap of the wave C, which is again a 5-wave structure. And within the 5-wave structure, it is in the last wave 5. And within the subwave, it is like probably at wave 4 of 5. So if you notice, this is where subwave 1, 2, 3, 4, and perhaps it has reached wave 4 today. So let's understand the criteria that we need to follow. So for it to qualify as wave 4, it must be either 14.6% or 23.8% or 38.2% of wave 3. So the wave 3 fall, which took place, was of 1,300 points. So one of these 3 conditions must be met. So today's rise to 15,700 levels is 38.2%. That is 496 points of 1,300 point fall that took place from 16,841 levels. So if we notice, Nifty fell from 16,841 to over 1,300 points, and 38.2% of that is about 496. So that has enabled that it is qualifying for a wave 4. So today's high, if you notice, was about 15,706, which is exactly around 38%, 38.2% of the wave 3. So this qualifies to be wave 4. So today's rise is the corrective wave or the retracement wave 4. So if we are correct in this analysis, then 3 possible scenarios emerge as listed under. Now, this slide is not intended to scare any of you, and neither is it intended to be a prediction, but it is a study. So I just kind of want to share my study with you and track it to see whether this comes true. So if this today's rise of 288 points, which eventually was 496, if we put together from where it started, then a wave 5 reversal could probably, which is the last lap of the entire triple combo wave, could give rise to 3 scenarios. Either scenario 1 is 1.236%, that is the reverse, to 1.618 of 496 points. So, which means that Nifty could fall anywhere from 618 points to 802 points if it is qualifying the first criteria. And if that happens, Nifty probably might test 15,082 to 14,898. Now, this correlates perfectly well to the triple combo intersection point of the WXY-XZ model that I had presented. So the probability of this playing out looks to be quite high. Scenario 2 is that wave 5 can be equivalent to wave 1. So wave 1 was 496 points. And so 496 points. So that will take Nifty back to 15,200. And scenario 3 could be that the last wave or this corrective wave could be 61.8% of wave 1 plus wave 3. So wave 1 and plus wave 3 is a staggering 1,796 points, which is almost 1,800 points. And this 61.8% could lead Nifty to a fall of probably 1,100 points approximately. So which will probably take it to test 14,500 to 14,600 zones levels. So this may sound extremely shocking and very, very staggering. So this is a study, and this is part of my ELLIOT wave study. So I thought it is kind of appropriate to kind of share it with you, so that you can also look into it and analyze it, study it, and come back with your comments. So now look at the other scenario. What if this does not happen? So if this does not happen and Nifty were to reverse from here, then Nifty will have to, at a minimum, cross over the 38.2% retracement, which is at 15,750 levels thereabout, give a daily close above 15,732, and again retrace to 15,860 levels, which will be the 50% retracement. So at a minimum, Nifty will have to scale the 15,850 levels to kind of negate this possible move. So anything can happen. Nifty can either fall, it can move up, nobody can predict. But as part of the ELLIOT triple combo wave study, this is a possible scenario that I wanted to share. So if you do like this video, please press the like button and do share it, share the links with your friends and colleagues, and do let me know if how you found it. Thank you so much and have a nice evening. Bye-bye.